Hi everyone. I'm an occupational physician. I'm a doctor for those who don't know what an occupational physician is, which I didn't either until I started training in it. I looked at doing the Women in the Leadership course because for me it came through the need to do professional development in a space outside of medicine, and coming into roles where I am taking roles that are medical based. So I'm being hired for my medical knowledge, but at the same time I can see a huge world out there that requires more than just having medical knowledge. A large part of my journey so far has been about being in the right place at the right time. And very, very fortunately for me, having roles fall into my lap, I'm now in a position where I'm ready to move on and the next role hasn't fallen into my lap. So it was very much about trying to upskill myself and see what I could bring to my next role that wasn't specific to health, which is where I feel like I've been pigeonholed a lot. Um, I had an amazing experience doing this course. I think that the facilitators are absolutely fantastic. There's a lot of real world experience that's brought to it. And I think because of that, it's so tangible in how you can take what you learn and move forward with that. I actually found I'm going to list out three benefits that I had from doing this, and the biggest one for me was taking the time to learn more about myself. I think you get to an age and you're like, I know who I am. I'm at this age. I surely know who I am. But in actual fact, if you carve out that time to really think about what your values are, what your purpose in life is, and what makes you happy, and brings you joy, I came up with some things that were very, very different. And so really finding that out about myself has been so fruitful, just personally as well as professionally. I also really took a lot from the module about managing performance, and part of that has to be with how I manage those who report to me, as well as that managing up scenario. So I found that very, very practical as well, and I have actually used that moving forward, which has been very useful. And as it turns out, I get a performance review next week, so we'll be using that again next week. And last of all, I think presentation skills. Again, this was an area that I thought I was all right with presentation skills. It wasn't an area I was that uncomfortable with, and when I did my presentation, I did receive a really, really good feedback. Um, Never anything that I'd really thought about in the past, but certainly have moving forward. And I have used all of those skills in every meeting that I've been in. So you're not even waiting for a presentation necessarily, but every meeting I've been in, including some quite challenging meetings with external providers. So that has been incredibly useful. I can't emphasize enough how good the one pager is just for yourself. If nothing else, it is amazing. And I take it out and I look at it every so often and I'm like, oh yeah, that's what I was thinking. Does that still speak to me? Does it still resonate in me? And is there something that I need to look at, maybe just refining a little bit? So I love that you receive that at the end of it. Think it's an amazing course. There's so many good people, and you learn from everyone who is a part of that course. And because it is a smaller group, I found that the breadth of knowledge and experience that people bring, and they don't even realize they bring it, was the most fantastic part of the course. I think just watching people talk about themselves and then just go, oh yeah, I can do that. I hats off to Claire and Sheena. And Ruth. It's an amazing course.